Hi, I'm Sam here at Rick Jones Pianos with a piano I very much enjoyed playing, with some unusual musical characteristics. Yamahas are known for having a brighter sound and a lighter touch. Not all of them do, but that is what they're known for. This piano it's a perfect example of how every piano is unique and individual and it has its own personality. This is not that. It has a warm, really smooth, creamy, velvety, mellow sound, and it has, in my opinion, a noticeably firm touch. It reminds me a lot of playing a Steinway or some Kawais. They're a bit like this, or rather this Yamaha's a bit like them. As I said, I didn't expect it from this piano. It's this Model C3, 6'1", built in 1979 in Hamamatsu, Japan. They usually have a big, bold, brilliant, in-your-face sound, not for the meek. And the touch is usually neutral to light, in my opinion, from this time period. It just turned out differently for whatever reason. Pardon me, and pardon me. And it was not that I don't like that lighter touch and brighter sound. I personally am more used to a lighter touch, but this was really satisfying to play. If I didn't already have a grand piano at home, I wouldn't mind having this piano, and that's despite the touch being firmer than I'm used to. It's just a really satisfying piano to play, and I was able to experiment with the piece I was playing. The second piece was by Enrique Granados, his Spanish Dance No. 5. This piano sort of compelled me to try different things with that piece that I don't normally do, which is not only a sign of a nice piano, but it's kind of like a step above. It's like the piano's inspiring me to try different things musically. So generally the pianos I play are adequate, they're prepped. But every so often I run into a piano that it does a little bit more, or at least sometimes a lot more. And this piano really, it goes a step further in just being musically satisfying to play in a way that I wasn't expecting. But it's a very pleasant surprise how warm and mellow the sound is on this piano and how super smooth and responsive the keys are. I'm very pleased with how this piano turned out. Having said all that, I will call the tone a 4 on a scale from 1 to 10, from mellow to bright, distinctly warmer, but it still has the characteristic clarity that Yamaha pianos all seem to have. It seems to be inherent in the design of any Yamaha piano that all the notes sound very clearly, and a lot of that just comes down to the way they shape their soundboard bridges, cast iron plate, and strings. That's all the scale design, and the Yamaha design, in my opinion, lends itself precisely to a clear sound. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bright sounding. And this is a perfect example of that clarity combined with just a wonderful warm sound. No hint of harshness anywhere in this piano, in the sound of it. It's just super warm sounding, but you still have that clarity. So really wonderful that sound is. And the touch, as I mentioned, I think it's just ever so slightly firm. I've played firmer pianos, and Yamaha firm isn't going to, in my opinion, feel the same as Kawai or Steinway firm. But I think so far as Yamahas go, this seems to be just a little firmer. And I would say just a smidgen firmer than neutral, so we round it up to a 6. From 1 to 10, from light to firm, just a little firm. And well, if you're a classical pianist and you've been instructed specifically to look for a piano that does not have a light touch because you expect to have to play pianos with a kind of a harder touch at school, I think you'll be well set with this piano. You could certainly learn a lot for many years with this piano, as long as you take care of it, making your piano technician come out twice a year to tune it, and making sure the humidity is constant and moderate. That's what we ask that all our customers do, no matter the piano, no matter the brand name, the size, all pianos require that in order to live a long life and in order to give you a lifetime of musical enjoyment. And if you do that, you get a 10-year warranty on all parts and labor on this piano, like everything else we sell, and you get a 100% lifetime trade-up guarantee. For the price you pay for this piano or any other piano, if you should choose a different piano, that will remain the trade-in price if you want to return to us in the future and upgrade to another piano. That's what we mean by 100% lifetime trade-up. Not that you would want to give this piano up anytime soon. I certainly wouldn't want to. And Yamahas are workhorses. They're very easy for us technicians to service. They are, in my opinion, very friendly in the way they were designed, allowing us to take them apart easily and make any adjustments that are necessary to fix any problems that come up. They're just very cooperative. And we get great results when we work on them, as we did with this piano, obviously. This has been thoroughly regulated. The satin ebony finish, I forgot to mention, is not flawless. There's minor blemishes here and there, but if you saw this from a distance, you would think it looks like a new piano. It's a very beautiful piece of furniture. And the satin ebony also is a nice change from the gloss ebony. It might fit better in a home full of wood furniture too. I'm not sure what else to say. Just definitely come out, play this for yourself. It's a wonderful piano. Please stop by, try this along with anything else in our inventory. But if you can't make it, you can always give us a phone call or send us an email if you have any questions. Thanks.